guys ever read through the comments when you leave a comment on somebody else's video, or you just leave your comment and leave? Sometimes I'll read through the comments just to see what other people are saying. I'm nosy like that. But recently, well, I've been getting some wonderful comments, and I would love for other people to read them because they're just that wonderful, and I want other people to see. But sometimes I get an odd comment, and I'm not really sure how to take it. I'm learning not to have that knee jerk reaction and just assume that people mean the worst and delete the comment. Because I've done that sometimes. I've deleted a comment because right away I just thought, oh, this is mean. And then later on, I'll think about it and I'll realize, wait a minute, this is probably what they meant. They didn't mean that. And then it's too late. I've deleted it and I can't find it. I don't even know who it's from. And then I felt stupid and I blocked the person. So I've learned not to do that right away. If I see a comment and I'm having a hard time deciphering it and not sure if it's mean or helpful, I give it some time. I mull it over. And I got a comment like that yesterday. And my first reaction was, that it was rude. I was like, well, I'm just going to delete this. And then I took a step back and I reread it a couple times. And I thought, you know what? She sounds like my mom. My mom was like that. My mom had no filter. She said whatever popped into her pretty little head. It just, came right out of her mouth. And before she realized what she said, the damage was done. She did that all the time. Bless her heart. And I know my mom was well intentioned. I know she didn't mean to hurt people's feelings, but she just had a way of saying things, And okay, the comment was this lady was, if I was to just lose some weight, I might be pretty and I could get a husband, and basically I wouldn't have to work so hard at this age. Okay, obviously I could afford to lose weight. That's a given. So that's not necessarily rude, right? I mean, it's just blunt. And hey, maybe I could be pretty if I lost some weight. So, okay. And I just, the husband part is, the thing I had an issue with because, being married to somebody for 43 years, I just wasn't sure what to think of that. I mention him in every video pretty much, and I've done an entire video on our recent anniversary, me and my crooked glasses, because we've been married for, I don't know, about 5,000 years now. And I think I talk about him a lot, but because he's not actually in front of the camera, some people may not think he's real. Maybe she thinks I'm faking being married. I don't know. But I just responded to her that I thought my husband might object to me finding another husband. I didn't know what else to say. What do you say to something like that? It was the idea that she thought just, that it was all that simple, that if I was just, get skinny, I might be pretty, I could land a man and all my problems would be taken care of, right? It's just that easy. Oh, bless her heart. And see, that generation, my mom's generation, they really did believe that, so I don't think she was meaning to be rude or I don't know, but I left it up. And she even admitted that English wasn't her first language. And, so I thought, okay, maybe some things just got lost in translation, right? So let's not hold it against her. But yeah, it just kind of threw me. But I am learning, like I said, not to react right away to comments because, I'm a sarcastic person. I really am. I have to rein it in. And because I know that it doesn't always come across, sarcasm doesn't come across well in text. People take you literal. Almost 90% of the time, when I'm being sarcastic, people think I'm being literal. And I've realized that. So it's like, okay, you got to stop this. It's going to get you in trouble. So I try not to. But it's hard when you're, very sarcastic like I am. So, I try to be careful. And I want to, I'm trying to grow and to be more understanding and not take things so personal. And I really don't, honestly. The younger me would have been hurt. I would have been like, oh my God, she was calling me out. I'm fat and ugly and I'll never have a husband, but now that I'm 64, it's just, she's just being honest. Let's face it. But I have lost some weight. If you've been here for a while, I have lost 60 pounds. So it's not like I'm not trying. I am trying to lose weight. But that's besides the point. It was just the idea that, when somebody says, if you would just lose weight, you'd be pretty. It, don't you take that to mean you're not pretty right now? So you need to lose weight so you will be pretty? And that maybe then you could gain a husband, because obviously I couldn't, looking the way I do right now, is what she was saying. So that's how I took it. But even still, I couldn't be offended. I had to laugh about it. I just thought it was kind of reminiscent of my mom. That's the kind of thing my mom said. And I'm sure she probably, whoever this lady was, did not intend it that way. At least I don't think she did. Some people have a way of saying things though that are backhanded compliments. Is that what it is? Like saying, um, you have such a pretty face. If you would just lose the weight, that kind of thing. Um, and I don't think she was, I just didn't get that vibe. I don't think she was intentionally being like passive aggressive or anything. I think she was being well intended. It's just a generational thing. So I don't know. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I just thought it was, part of it was funny. I did laugh about it. And then the other part of it was like, should I correct her? And then I thought, no, it's obviously this is the way she is. My mom was never going to change, and I'm not going to be able to change somebody else. So why bother? How long have I talked? All right, 7 minutes on one thing. See how I am? This is ridiculous. I wanted to show you guys a more in-depth look at my hot chocolate bar because I got so many wonderful comments on it. And I wanted to film myself putting it together, but I am terrible at filming. Well, you'll see, I'm terrible. I need to take a class. I don't know lighting and angles and any of that. I want it to be aesthetic and all this stuff. And once I filmed it and I looked at it, I thought, well, this is trash, but it's what I got. So I'm going to share it with you just to give you an idea, just overlook how unprofessional it is. The whole idea was to let you know how I did it. And I bought everything at the Dollar Tree. The only thing I didn't get at the Dollar Tree was the tray that it's in. It's in a 3-tiered metal tray. That I think I bought on Amazon for like $19.99. I'll look and see if I can find it again. But I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought the peppermints, the hot cocoa, the marshmallows, the little jars that I used. The only thing that in there I'm looking right now is I have this cute little hot chocolate tin. It's Elf on the Shelf, and it's a hot chocolate tin. I got that at Ross, and I think it was like $4.99. But everything else is from the Dollar Tree. So here, I'm going to show you how I did it.